So the family and I were in Athens for G-Day, and let me tell you, I've got some thoughts. The offensive scheme, it made me smile. All we saw was receivers running to space, much like we've seen the last couple of years, and that is key. The only way you get there is through really good schemes, both formation and motion, to get people free before the ball's even snapped. We saw a lot of that at G-Day, and I loved it. The offensive line as a whole looked great. The bottom line is the Dogs are going to end up with 6, 7 offensive linemen that they can roll through. It looks like it's going to be a really good unit again this year, and that is really good for the offense any way you cut it. The other big takeaway from the day was that there are weapons everywhere. The new guys, both the freshman wide receivers and the transfer portal guys, the tight end, we've got some new faces showing up there. I wasn't really concerned about the running backs because of the injuries. We didn't see everyone we would normally see. Not worried about that at all for the fall. Those dudes are going to come back. They're going to be who they always have been. But the guys that did play, I really liked what we saw from them, including the freshmen. The quarterbacks as a whole looked really good. Each of the guys showed us what they're good at, and that was really fun to see. But Carson Beck looked very smooth, and he looked very much in control. Feathering the ball in on deep balls to drop it over defenders, showing off the arm strength when he needed to. Everything I saw from Beck made me feel really good. If it turns out that he's the guy in the fall, this offense is going to continue to grow and get better, and I believe it's going to be very explosive. On the defensive side of the ball, I have 2 words for you. Fast, young, and talented. We can't forget that. There is no doubt in my mind that there are 2023 impact players in this freshman class on the defensive side of the football. That linebacker room is special. Both the guys that we know, we've seen them play already, we know what they can do, as well as the guys that are on the come up. There are athletes in that room. They are tremendous football players, and they are going to be a joy to watch. The other thing that I saw at G-Day that I really loved and gets me very excited for the fall is that Schumann, Muschamp, and Smart are taking all of those talented players that they have on defense. And we know that they cross-train everybody everywhere, but what it looked like to me is that they are trying guys at new positions in an effort to get their very best 11 on the field at the same time, or figuring out exactly what sort of special packages they're going to use, especially with those younger guys who may not be as experienced but have talent. I think the rest of college football needs to look out, because when they get that recipe just right, them Dogs are going to be tough to handle. And of course, I can't talk about G-Day without talking about the changing of the guard. UGA 10 passed the collar to Boom, who is now UGA 11. He looked frisky and ready to go. UGA 11 is ready to reign. And he's the goodest boy. Go Dogs!